Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything. I am back. We are starting off, popping off with season 6 of mini expos with Black Girl Everything. So if anybody know why I do these, I actually like to expose BIPOC-owned businesses across the country and people who have many, many talents. So episode 1 of season 6, we have an amazing author with this week. I'm very excited to talk about her with her brand and her books and her work and why she does what she does. So please introduce yourself to the crowd.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Glow, and everyone else who's watching and tuning in to Black Girl Everything Mini Expo. So my name is Mo the Author. I've been an author for about 7 years now. I am also the founder of the Worthy Academy, Inc., which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, as well as one of my favorite things in the world, the Beginning Publishing Company, LLC. And we have been around for a couple of years now, going 3-4 years about now. So where we teach individuals how to become published authors, be it self-publishing or through working with different agencies. Our nonprofit agency, the World Academy, we're more of a personal and professional development. And our mission there is to empower, equip, and educate individuals to achieve themselves personally and professionally. So,
all right, dope.
Yes.
All right, so Mo, where are you from?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia, born and raised in Savannah, Georgia. Yeah. Yep. Savannah,
Okay,
Georgia.
because I heard that little country in the back end. I'm like, she's not
Yeah.
from the Northeast.
Okay. Got you. Understand. But yeah, Southern girl, that some would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I can dig it. I like the Savannah area. I was actually out there not too long ago. Like in August, I was in the space for a family reunion. So it's pretty nice out there, pretty swag. A little bit out there in Savannah. Small airport though. You
This
show up with
airport is small. It is small, but like compared to Atlanta, it's definitely small. That and
yeah.
going to like the bigger states and stuff, you would think it'd be huge because it's such a touristy area, but it's not. It's not. So, but love home. So.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. It's cute. It's cute. So start. Where do you want to start? Talk to me about your book.
Okay, so my latest book is actually this book titled Developing Healthy Work Habits.
Okay.
Developing Healthy Work Habits, 7 Steps to Shift Your Career. And that book actually came about through me transitioning. When I'm retired military. And so being retired, we have to look for a different career. You start not over, but I wanted individuals to be able to overcome their barriers. Those barriers can include having a criminal justice background, lack of education, transportation, things of that nature. Trying to teach them how to overcome those hurdles, how to shift their career, to get promoted, to get an increase in their pay. Even just entrepreneurs, there's some steps in there to help individuals to improve themselves. And so having healthy work habits is just literally 7 steps that I use. And I share my testimony inside the book. And just a little bit about it was while I was working for this company, I got promoted within 90 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with I was offered a 10K more increase by taking a different position, right? I was offered, I didn't take it. However, the steps I mentioned in my book, if you apply them, they actually work. I don't guarantee anything. I put a disclaimer out there. I don't guarantee
Yeah.
anything. I'd be a certified career coach, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So this book here was kind of birthed through that process, transitioning, helping people to shift their career so they can do better for their families.
Yeah, no, I can dig that. I can dig that. I think a lot of all the work that I do is totally surrounded around community and how I can actually influence community in a positive way. Ultimately, why I started Black Girl and Everything in the first place was to really evolve BIPOC-owned businesses and individuals who wanted to grow their organizations. And even though I'm big on telling people that your whole life is actually your entrepreneur of your life. So what does that really look like for you? So a lot of the tricks of the trades I talk about in regards to businesses actually apply to everyday life. So I totally dig that. And I really get that. So you also mentioned that you have a publishing company. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So TBC, that's my baby. TBC is a beginning publishing company. We're based off of recently Habakkuk 2 and 2, but we started with the book of Genesis and it's called The Beginning, right? The beginning publishing company. We birthed that book. When the Lord gave the idea to me, he said audio and visual, right? And so people say, well, what's audio and visual? Well, audio we hear, right? Visual,
Mm-hmm.
like that, people seeing there. And so giving people the opportunity to platform. With audio part, I have the radio show called Chat with Mo. And on there, I meet people who are entrepreneurs, and we discuss business and their lifestyles as far as the different testimonies that they share with us, how they came to Christ, different obstacles they overcame, but then it kind of leave us with nuggets and wisdom, how to become an entrepreneur, health and wellness, things of that nature there. The visual part is where we come with men with standards. And men with standards is real men, real conversation. And we get to the nitty gritty for real there.
Mm-hmm.
We discuss different topics from relationships, finance, marriage, the whole 9 yards, but it's men only because men need a platform to talk, right? Because women,
Yeah.
we on everything. So with TBC, we're able to do that. And then we have the other aspect, which I mentioned about radio, television opportunities, getting
Got it.
people to be featured on platforms, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
can give some talent they have that can be shared. So they may be featured in Kish Magazine, K Sound Magazine, or working Mr. Andre, things of that nature there. The platform, I ain't gonna say the word is yours, but it's a platform opportunity by working with the various people so they're able to um share their gifts, share their stories, you know.
Oh, okay,
Audio,
dope.
yeah. I don't publish books, FYI. I don't publish books. I know it says publishing company, however, I publish me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to book published, doesn't mind, I will teach you and help you with that, you know, that part there, but for a fee, of course.
Listen, everything has a dollar amount attached to it. We can't be sitting out here renting our brain power just to be renting it out.
Look,
That makes complete sense.
yes, yeah. I mean, I do as I'm led, I do stuff for free as I'm led, you know, but
Yeah.
I still have to be mindful and aware, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
because lights got to be paid.
We gotta keep them on, don't we? No, I totally
Right.
did that. I totally did that. Totally did that. All right. So we talked about your book, that your publishing company, that you don't actually publish books, so you actually publish people's opportunities in a way.
Yes. So with the public, so we teach classes. So we teach you how to self-publish your book. If you want to go through Ingram Spark, if you want to go through Adobo, or if you want to go to you want to either way, you want to do self-publishing or traditional publishing. I teach those classes so that in the end, guess what? You've done the work. We have a 30-day, 6 to 8 week course what I teach.
Mm-hmm.
Course there, we go from beginning to the end, from designing from designing the book cover, the formatting layout. I bring in special speakers to come in and they'll teach you how to monetize, how to become a best-selling author. We did this stuff for free. When I tell you it costs money, but we taught these classes under TBC for free so that you can know and learn. So you're just like, hey, well, somebody charged me this. Well, okay, why? So you would know, like being an
Yeah.
author, it's not cheap, right? You want to
Mm-hmm.
have a product. And so with the product that you put out there matters. And so reason why I say I don't publish, it's a lot of work to publish somebody's book, right?
Yeah.
And it can be a headache. And so granted, like I can also say, hey, you want to publish? Okay, I may, if the Lord leads me to, may tap into that area as far as publishing people books, but it's a headache. I'd rather teach you and equip you, right, to do it yourself. You teach somebody else how to do it instead of granted, I can make more money if I publish a book myself, but I don't want that headache, honestly. And the Lord didn't tell me to do it, so no. But I can refer you to a lot of people. I got some connections for you, some resources, so I can definitely refer you to people for sure.
Yeah, I actually did a live this morning on my Instagram page. And I think one of the biggest parts I was talking about, people, just because something's going to generate revenue for your business doesn't mean you actually need to do it.
Hey,
And letting go of certain things so you can focus on what you're really supposed to do. Because sometimes I think as entrepreneurs, like, oh, I can make money off of this. Oh, I can make money off of that. Oh, but then you realize you're making money nowhere because you're so busy being scattered brain. You're not actually focused on what your actual real mission is for your organization.
exactly. Man, I literally was just sharing that by focusing on one thing and not being a busybody because we could be busybodies, right? And
Mm-hmm.
busyness, like you said, you're so scatterbrained everywhere. People don't know where to focus on. Actually, a dear friend of mine shared with me. She was like, "Mo, I don't know where to support you at, because I know you got this and this or whatever." And it made me think about it. How do
Yeah.
people how do people support me? How can they really support me? Do they know what I'm doing? And then I got frustrated at one point, honestly, with people when they would say, hey, I know you're good at this. Can you do this, that, and the third? But they weren't going to pay me for it. They want to take advantage of it. And so that bothered me also. And then it also bothered me because people didn't know who I was really and what I did. And so I
Mm-hmm.
back and like, all right, listen, I'm good at this, but this is my lane. I have a quote that says, when you stay in your lane, you excel. And so I know my lane and I'm staying in my lane. You know, if God says
Mm-hmm.
I'll shift gears, but I'm gonna be in my lane. So that, I mean, that's literally, you know, it's biblical too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So biblical for us to do what God has for us according to Jeremiah, you know? You already know this because you said it earlier on IG. So
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. And I think it was just for me, I was looking at the leaves and the changing. It's all about the changing of the seasons. And really that sometimes we have different leaves that are part of our business or parts of our lives that we just kind of need to let fall off. Recycle them sometimes, but just let them fall off of some things before the tree falls down because you got to nourish it with what it actually needs.
neat. Right.
And it may not be those people, places, or things. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. It does. It does. It starts with the seed and growing. So for sure. People say that I heard what they say some people come into your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime or whatnot like that. And there's some people who are like branches, you know, they'll break. Then there's those who are the
Yeah.
roots, you know. So yeah, it just definitely get that. My aunt has a quote she likes to say. She said, "You see the grass?" I'm like, "Yes." He said, "You see the trees?" I'm like, "Yes." They come from the same thing that they growing up, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yes." She kind of goes a little bit more into it, but I can't say everything because it's not my quote.
I could think that too. Yeah, you don't want to do. They want to give her stuff away because it's not necessarily yours. That's definitely cool.
Right.
That's definitely cool. So, where do you
Yeah.
see yourself going with all this work?
Okay, so with TBC, I ultimately my big goal is being able to be international with it
Okay.
and take international. Like I've been blessed to have do radio shows or whatnot in the UK, but to be international with TBC, the beginning publishing company, and allowing the through chat with Mo and men with standards. I say real men, but men with standards. Those two things in TBC, being able to teach and equip people internationally, because we have so many people in different countries that need our education, that need our tools, that need the gospel of Jesus Christ. There's a lot of things being written and rewritten and all of this stuff there, but ultimately, I would
Mhm.
like to internationally to teach people how how to write their books, how to get into the audio, how to get into the media world there, and change the dynamics on a different scale. And a lot has what they've seen before. I'm not a graphic designer. I make flyers, whatever, but that's not my thing there.
Yeah.
I want my thing. Like you remember the Tyra Banks show? You remember that the Tyra Banks show?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I want to be thing. What I want to do is like Tyra Banks, like that. Not Oprah. I don't want Oprah. I don't want that headache. But Tyra Banks was a good measuring stick for me. You know what I'm saying? She was a good measuring stick,
Yeah.
right? Because what she did in her platform, things she did there. And so when I say internationally, I want TBC to be able to go abroad and
Okay.
to reach people, right? Because World Academy we've been abroad, we've given the people through our care packages, things of that nature, but to take TBC there on a different
Mm-hmm.
scale, different languages, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
just but to reach the people in Saudi Arabia and different parts of Africa, China, New Zealand, they speak English in those countries anyway, but it's broken. So
Yeah.
how? Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that sounds like a big plan to really take your brand and your business and expand it to the masses, like international.
Definitely. You know, we're here in the US, right? So why just limit us to that? God didn't limit us to that. So why should we limit ourselves to just being here?
Yeah. No, I agree with you about limiting yourself. There's no need for that ever to limit yourself in any point in time and aspects in your life, right? Because the life is our oyster. We can dream big and actually accomplish whatever we want to, as long as we set ourselves to it, right? And actually do the work that has to do with it. We can dream what we want. We got to actually do the work to get where we really want to be.
Did I catch that? She said, "Do the work." Okay.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah,
"Do
like
the work."
hands down, hands down. So what else you want to share with the audience about yourself?
Something about myself. Um, I want to say like being an entrepreneur has its ups and downs, honestly. Like I first started in this several years ago. I became an author later, but being an entrepreneur has its ups and downs. You may have highs and lows. And some people say, well, how do you stay in the game, right? How do you keep writing books? How do you keep income coming in? It's not a sometimes it's a steady stream with them books and things that are going, PR, all that stuff is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times when it's not. And so when I've had my low points or when I'm like struggling, I ask God, like, is this? I really questioned God a few weeks ago. I kid you not, I did. Like, did I miss my calling? Like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, I questioned
Mm-hmm.
that. And then God had to remind me of what he had me to do and the purpose he had for me. And so when you get in those dark moments or when you're unsure about the business that you're doing, is the
Yeah.
time to get that reassurance, where you have your circle, the people that you're close to that you can talk to and confide in, like, hey, can you pray with me about this here? And then also kind of go back and revisit the plans that you have, revisit um, your goals to see, hey, am I aligned? Are my goals, is this vision aligned with the word of God? Is this vision aligned with what I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I
Yeah.
trying to go too much? Because I got caught up with that, and I've been there, being trying to people please,
Yeah.
trying to audience, meet this, meet that, or whatever, put my hand here, my hand there, when actuality, nothing's being fruitful. So sometimes it takes a moment to step back, revamp everything, like rebrand yourself, like read your clothing, your style, your language, or whatnot. It's okay to start completely over and be fresh and renew again so that you can reset target audience who you intended for. It makes a difference. You don't have to mimic everybody. It's not cookie cutter. Being an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, it's no cookie cutter method at all. It's nothing to that. So I've been there trying to copy and paste and put the puzzles together, do this all on my own. And it was frustrating, but I had to simplify some things, cut some things out, even stop talking and dealing with certain people, kind of close the door in some chapters because it's not necessary. No need to revisit the past. Some people say it's okay. Some people say that if it works, stick with it. But sometimes it works for that season, right? And you're not in
Yeah.
that sport. So it's time to change. It's okay to change and to grow and develop something new. Like my book, Developing Healthy Work Habits, something new, something fresh. And so I had to do that too, even with TBC, because I was almost about to start publishing books and stuff like that and all
Okay.
what I was supposed to do. So something new, something fresh. And which is like, if people see me, well, you have blonde hair. Yes, I do, because that's part of my brand. I love my blonde hair. I love my olive green. I with the pink lips. They was like, you just listen. It's my brand. Like how you talk about brand and stuff like that through
Yeah.
Black Girl. Your brand, your brand is your identity. Your identity is who you are. Your personality. My godfather said a long time ago. He said, "You are your brand," and I had
Yes,
never,
you are.
right. And so you are your brand. I got on my blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. But guess what? My book is blue, right? Listen, you gotta
Hmm.
coordinate that whenever you're doing this stuff, little stuff like that. I would say, and I try to be intentional, and I want to encourage y'all who listening, who's watching, even tuning in, to be intentional about what you're
Hmm.
doing. Business, be intentional. Don't get in for the money, because if you do that, you ain't gonna make no money. And if you, I'm just saying, you ain't gonna make no money. I mean, you make a little bit, but what are you doing at the end? Who are you helping? Who are you reaching at the
Yeah.
end? Services.
Okay, I can dig that. Yeah, because I get you. You just said a mouthful, and I agree with you. I think one of my biggest goals, I think on my LinkedIn page, it says I am the brand. So I 1000% believe in that, especially as I develop a framework around the word brand and how your net worth is actually determined by your network and how to actually make that more profitable. But I think it's really just about how individuals are focusing on what they really want to do, what they're really good at, and just restructuring yourself. Because you always got to restructure yourself. You got to forecast and say, okay, hey, this is working, so I'm gonna keep going this way. And then something that forecast, I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna work for that long. So how am I going to pivot? What is going to be next? What is going to be my next shift? And what is that going to look like? Am I going to release that altogether? Or am I just going to tweak it and make it a little bit different? So no, so I definitely get you in regards to that. So how can people buy your book?
So right now they can visit my website,
Mhm.
themoniquewashington.com. They can go there. They can Cash App, Zelle me, whatnot like that. They can go there. But just go to my website, themoniquewashington.com, and they can order a copy of my book and any of the services that I have through my website. Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's definitely dope. So that, oh, how about your IG and stuff like that? Why don't you give people your Instagram and some of the other pages where they can follow you on social media? And
Oh, okay.
where do you do your interviews at? You doing one on Instagram?
No, no, no. So if anyone wants to be interviewed with me, they can send it by me. They can send an email to monique.klivechristianradio@yahoo.com. That's Monique, MONIQUE .klivechristianradio@yahoo.com. And the show airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So send me an email. with your bio and your photo. I'm letting you guys know, and we'll do an NDA and we can get it taken care of. If you would like to follow me, be sure to look me up on Instagram at Mo the Author, Facebook at Mo the Author. That's MOWTHEAUTHOR. And visit my website, MoniqueWashington.com.
All right, perfect, Monique. I want to thank you so much for your time this evening and sharing your little words of wisdom. Everybody can find this video. Will be later printed on excuse me, it'll be on the Black Girl Everything YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Some great resources in regards to BIPOC owned businesses. And like I said, we are well into now season 6 of this. I honestly, I looked yesterday, I have over 180 videos on my YouTube channel.
I saw
A lot of content.
that is awesome. That says diligence for you.
Diligence. You say diligence is a big word in the word brand. It's the D of it. Diligence. You got to be diligent or you will never get anywhere. Oh, consistency matters. All right. So I want to thank you again for your time tonight. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.